done that. Where you live at? Another headline. Where you had at? Nigga, go home. Where your kids at? They be on my nerve. They be on.
Yo, I was kind of thinking. I don't know why this has been like buzzing around in my head for like the longest time, but I have been thinking about it quite a lot. And it seems that like with the things in my brain that I think of like over and over and over and over again over a long period of time, I don't know if this is going to be one of those things, but it kind of feels like it might be one of those things because I have been thinking about this so much for so long. But in like maybe 6 months from now, you know, when my money gets nice and solid, when my money gets back to normal and everything like that, I was like, because this is like new territory to me because like I'm like a grown man now. I'm like a man now, which is very, very strange. I realize that like I'm not a kid anymore and I can literally do whatever the hell that I want. And like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird and like new territory for me. Granted, like I've been like a grown man for so long, but it's just like society kind of keeps you in a, I guess, childlike state of mind of that, no, you can't do that. It's like, but I'm an adult and like I'm running my own life and I could understand, you know, you tell me no, I can't do something if you're paying for everything, if you're buying the vehicle for me, if like you're going to the job for me. But it's like, no, I do all those things. I pay all my bills. I work my job. Like I do all the hard work in my life and I'm the only one to do the hard work in my life. And it's like, I'm like a grown man. And like the thing that's been like kind of buzzing around my head a little bit is that I say a lot of things on this YouTube channel like, oh, I'm gonna making $10,000 per month, or like buying a house, or things that are like way out there, you know, becoming like an icon, becoming like a multi-millionaire. Like I say things like that, but I'm like, this is a thing that's like 100%, 100% possible. And I was thinking, because I have this truck and it comes with like a tow package and everything, I could literally, buy like a trailer, like a flatbed trailer, right? Or even like an enclosed one. But like probably like a flatbed trailer, because that would be cheaper, because that one's probably around $1,500. And I was like, $1,500? Are you fucking kidding me? That's so cheap. Like the fucking power box that I have to like run my fan and everything like that is like $1,700. And I'm like, I could literally drop like $1,500 and buy a fucking trailer, and not to buy the trailer. Like that's not what I'm excited about. What I'm excited about is that I could probably buy like an ATV or like a Polaris, and those ones are about the same, maybe like $2,000, $2,500, and that's very possible for me to do. That's very easy for me to do. Like once everything comes back together, once everything starts working again, once the company, you know, establishes their set location, and you know, we get back to insane like work, you know, like, you know, working again, like fucking 12-hour shifts, fucking 6 days a week. Like once we get back to that, bro, I'm gonna be pulling in so much money. I was like, this is probably the next step in my evolution, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, and it is absolutely ridiculous, but It's kind of like when I bought this truck. If you've been following my journey, I had a 2020 Dodge Challenger before this truck. And out of nowhere, I just was following my intuition. I said, I need a truck. And I didn't buy the truck with this camper shell. I bought the truck with just an empty bed. And then I started hating living at my apartment. Oh no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Oh fucking, I take my concrete line, put it out for like fucking 3 hours. They put a sticky fucking write-up with a picture of the line in front of my apartment. Oh, your violation has been fucking... I'm like, fuck you. I'm like a grown man. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, so I was just like, alright, so I'm literally paying these people to like live in this apartment, which I don't anymore, obviously, to basically kind of be a babysitter. It's like, if you don't know my past, I have been forced, like as soon as I become like an adult and I move, I don't give myself enough props a lot, but like even I guess I'm kind of like the second brother to move out, but it's like my oldest brother, the oldest one, there's a total of 4 of us. The oldest one, he went into the army, so I guess he kind of sort of moved out first. And then I was the second one to move out with, like, living in California in my parents' house, to move from California all the way to Arizona with my best friend, who they ended up kicking me out for not cleaning up the backyard. But during that time that I was living with them, I bought my second car. My first car was a Crown Victorian, which was a cop car. My very first car. My second car was a 1996 Honda Civic, and I bought that from the neighbors for $500. So I didn't think, they really didn't realize, because the mom called me on the phone and her exact words, I'm quoting exactly from her, were either you clean up my fucking backyard or get the fuck out of my house. Which it wasn't even her house, because she was kind of like a whore. And she lived in a different state, so she was calling me up. And then she's just like this construction worker's house. It was me, my friend, his stepsister, and the uncle all lived in this house all together. And I guess they didn't expect that I would actually do it, but I just packed everything up in my Honda Civic. I said, fuck you, and I moved out. Some time went by. You know, I still started working my job all by myself. I was on and off with this girl, you know, who I would like call her and everything like that. But it's just like, I remember that the number one day that I was homeless, living inside of the 1996 Honda Civic. I park up in this dirt lot, and I park up in this dirt lot, and I get woken up to a fucking train horn. I wake up, and there's this tow truck parked in front of me. Like, there's like these 2 guys who hit the tow trucks have a train horn and everything like that, and they were gonna tow my car, but they didn't take the time to look inside of the vehicle. Oh shit, there's a guy in here. Fucking wake him up. And that was like my very first introduction. It was freezing cold that night. What I'm getting to is that the huevos that I had to just move out. And of course, like, I remember having this the phone call with my mom, and I even said at that young age, I said, you know, my mom was like, come back home. But I was like, Mom, with all due respect, if I don't figure out how to live as a grown man now, when am I gonna do it? You know, am I just gonna live with my parents until they pass on, and then like at the age of 40 try to figure everything out then? Or am I just going to sit my ass down here, continue working my job in Arizona, and do it then? And there's been a lot of bumps in the road, man. But after that, I traveled to 48 states, did all that shit, and now we are here. We are here, and something's telling me, because, you know, I can get away with bringing the trailer and the Polaris or the ATV or like whatever sort of thing that I would get to work. I can get away with a lot of sites, but I'm thinking I probably can just get like a storage unit. Like even right now, I'm like at this freaking storage unit, this storage unit place, and I'm thinking I could probably just get like I would want like a big one to where I can park the trailer inside, to where it's enclosed, because you know you can get like a parking space inside of like this storage unit, but I don't want that. I would want it to be enclosed, so you know no one hops on top of it and fucking, you know, like goofs around and probably breaks my shit. I want it to be nice and enclosed place, and I could literally just get like a storage unit. So that's my idea. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning. Goodbye.
It rains, it pours. I came, I saw, I came, I saw, I praise the Lord.